Today's lesson is on proportions. Our essential question is, how do I solve proportions? A proportion states that two fractions are equal, so that's a key vocabulary word. Proportions are going to come back in Algebra 1 as you solve equations that are written in proportion format. So how do I solve proportions is our guiding question for this section. And there is more than one way to solve proportions. We're going to focus on equivalent fractions today. So for example, we have x over 3 equals 12 over 9. So let's think back to equivalent fractions. 3 times what equals 9? Well, 3 times 3. And with equivalent fractions, you have to multiply your numerator and denominator by the same value. So x times 3 would have to equal 12. Now I need to stop and think, what times 3 equals 12? 4. So x equals 4. Keep this in mind. With equivalent fractions, you have to multiply your numerator and your denominator by the same value. So let's take a look at the next one. Right, we have x over 2 times something will give us 4/8. So 2 times what equals 8? Well, 2 times 4. So now I have to ask myself, what times 4 equals 4? And the answer there is 1. X equals 1. Next one. We have 5 over x, and times something will give us 25 over 35. So 5 times what equals 25? 5 times 5. Numerator and denominator have to be multiplied by the same value. So now the question is, what times 5 equals 35? Well, 7 times 5 equals 35. So x has to equal 7. At this point, please write a sentence or two summary explaining how to do this, and then you have problems in your packet on IXL and in your textbook.